This presentation is prepared by Vinna Veronica. I am going to talk about using social media in language classroom. This presentation is divided into 5 sections: in the real world, benefits, challenges, suggested activity, and conclusion. First of all, let me clarify the definition of social media. Social media include websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. So, social media is defined as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, blogs, Instagram, etc. In the real world, we often see many students are more interested in spending more time on using social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and others than paying attention to teachers, doing homework, or even taking notes. Previous studies found that 73% of students use social media websites and 45% of students admitted that they spend 6 to 8 hours per day in checking social media. Students have grown up with technology and internet. Especially in this era, more students have connected to the internet compared to the previous years. Also, most of students expect technology and social media to be integrated in language classroom. Moreover, many language learners have a positive impression of teachers who use social media and other up-to-date technology in their classrooms. For these reasons, we as teachers should recognize the importance of social media to enhance language learning. By using social media as a tool of learning, we should find online tools that make students have open-ended and creative way of interaction. So, they can share about interesting topics of their everyday life. Therefore, they will be more engaged in their language learning. There are many benefits of using social media in language classroom. First, according to a professor of teaching and learning at Harvard Graduate School of Education, students' ability to participate in small study groups is the strongest determinant of their success. He also argues that when engaging in social interaction, students perform better in class and learn more than students who work individually. Thus, we can conclude that the digital technology is offering us some of the greatest learning opportunities. Second, it can promote student interaction and connection with others, including teachers and classmates. It is supported by the previous study in 2008. For example, by using Twitter, they can update what's on their mind, and others, teachers, and other students can read and comment on it. By so doing, they can develop a deeper sense of community in class as they have a greater connection and empathy to each other. Another previous study indicated that when students are allowed to use social media in classroom, they develop a richer discussion and ask more questions on social media to the teacher. For some students, they may feel shy to begin conversation in class. But by having this kind of social media, they can interact and participate actively to practice their target language. As a result, they can enhance a relationship by sharing and talking about anything to others while improving their target language. Social media allows each other inform. So, when they want to share useful sites with others, they can just share it through social media. These are examples of using one kind of social media where teacher can share interesting and useful resources quickly. Teacher can also share activities or invite students in events on that page, and other members can post and comment on it using the target language. Next, the results of the previous study have shown that social media can make students understand and can remember much better when they are exposed to a visual video. By using social media, teachers can provide a link of useful videos. In this study, they found that using social media to watch videos encourages students to look for similar videos and become accustomed to using social media as an educational resource. Moreover, other studies also found that using social media in the classroom can build a greater skills of critical thinking, productivity, and creativity. This is true since they can post and see anything in social media. Therefore, they can develop a critical thinking towards what they have seen that might not be found and discussed only in class. For example, they can exchange knowledge with other members about current issues related to politics, economy, and etc. Nevertheless, there are some challenges of using social media in the classroom. First, it is sometimes difficult to expect authentic and enthusiastic interaction through assignment or formal activities related to subject learned in class. They may not really interested in discussing about material they learned or responding to teachers' lecturing. Furthermore, students may use social media for personal interactions instead of language learning activities. As social media makes them reconnect with friends, blogs, fan pages, and etc., they can do everything there. One of the examples is giving opportunity for them to sneak a peek at old friends or even boy or girlfriend. One study results revealed that more than 85% of students use social media for social engagement, while fewer than 10% discussing about subject material. Second, it may encourage segregation and improper language. This idea is also supported by previous study that social media, in their words, encourages cyberbullying and online harassment with the existence of embarrassing and hostile feelings toward others. There will be some students, usually low achiever or shy students who do not want to participate actively in social media. They may shy or feel that they are not popular enough to get response, feedback, and comments from others. Also, when giving comments on personal topic, sometimes students cannot control the word choices, or they use improper language as jokes. Like what is written on this e-news about this student and other students did in their school. Third, it may discourage face-to-face interaction. Students who are accustomed to participating and interacting in online discussions may not have real-life social skills. That is, according to one expert, while real-time digital stream may create a safe harbor for students who are uncomfortable expressing themselves, students are missing valuable lessons in real-life social skill. For example, students who do not have close relationship may still not feel comfortable to express their ideas face-to-face. They prefer using social media instead. Moreover, it can be a distraction of doing homework or learning other subjects. A common complaint among teachers is that social media diverts students' attention from teacher lecturing and interfere their learning process in the classroom. These are the examples of how social media can lead students to stay up late and double their time to finish homework. Considering both the benefits and challenges of using social media in the classroom, teachers should be able to carefully select application or social media to use. Also, they need to ensure that activities meet the intended teaching purposes. The following suggestion of using social media can be adapted in language classroom. The first is using Twitter or Facebook. Facebook and Twitter have been widely used by people at all ages. Statistics says that there are 1,390 million active users of Facebook and 284 million active users for Twitter monthly. On Facebook, teacher can make a fan page for teacher and students. Students can raise questions and teacher can answer them, and the other way around through Facebook. Teacher can also post assignments, give announcements of schedule or events, and share information and websites related to students' learning. Another alternative in using Facebook is by giving chance for students to share their thoughts and ideas in which others can like and comment on it using English. For teenager and adult learners, they can share their feelings, family events, new songs, movies they have seen recently, and etc. Having no error correction, students can share their thoughts and ideas without fear and anxiety. Besides they will know each other, they can practice using authentic language or style of language that is frequently used in daily conversation. When using Twitter, I suggest to use TweetDeck to manage students' tweets. Teacher can start making a story by writing the first 1 or 2 sentences. It can be related to the topic or grammar learned in the classroom recently. In so doing, they will participate in turn to continue the story, and of course, they have to read the previous sentences to make it linked. Tell them that each student has to participate more than once. This will be a good practice for their personal reading and writing. However, using these websites, teacher needs to make sure that he or she has told the students that there is no negative judgment that may hinder open communication. Teacher can prevent such judgmental attitudes among students by giving lists of etiquette for the online interaction. For example, rule number 1 says, be polite. When responding to another student's comment, please acknowledge his or her position. The second is using Instagram. First, ask students to follow the teacher on Instagram. For low-level students, teacher can use Instagram to teach vocabulary. For example, teacher can share a photo of new vocabulary, ask students to guess the second language, then ask them to make phrase or sentence using that word. For higher-level students, ask them to share items in a category. For example, if the topic is about my favorite food, they can post a collage of their 5 most liked food photos. Others can try to figure out what the photos are. They can also question about it in English, such as, is that spicy fried rice? Or, besides fried chicken, do you like grilled chicken? And etc. Make sure you ask them to give a specific hashtag so that others can easily browse it. The third is using online videos such as YouTube, Vimeo, and etc. First, by having group in social media mentioned before, teacher can give link to online videos such as TED Talk, YouTube, and etc. Teachers can easily search videos related to a specific lesson or material and then provide the students with the link. They can supply the students with a set of interesting and useful videos from YouTube to illustrate material, or as a part of assignment, such as watching video and give their personal opinions and reflection in target language. Second, teacher can create an account, YouTube account for example, and then ask students to create a video as a part of assignments instead of paper pencil one. Then, teacher can upload and share best students' works with the world. They can also watch the videos together in the classroom to recognize one's great achievement. The fourth is blogging. Teacher can ask each student to create his or her own blog for digital portfolios. There are many possible ways to assess students' competence. Portfolio is one of the alternatives. Teacher can ask students to collect their works, including essays, journals, photos, and things like that from the beginning of the class. By doing so, students can reflect their learning, and they can have a kind of peer review as their classmates can see and give feedback on their work. They can also recognize their improvement from their entire learning. In conclusion, using social media is a good idea as it makes learning a foreign language much easier without spending much effort, time, and money, since most of social media sites are free to anyone. Students are more likely to be enthusiastic and interested in using technology and internet, including social media, in their learning. Besides, using social media in language classroom is more practical and enjoyable than traditional teaching and learning. Therefore, teachers should integrate good use of social media in language classroom in effective and creative ways. These are the references. Thank you for listening.